ಹಾಯ್ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಚಂದ್ರ ತುಂಬಾ ಖುಷಿಯಿಂದ ನಾನು ಕಂಗ್ರಾಚುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೀನಿ ಸ್ಪಿನ್ಸ್ ಯೂನಿಸೆಕ್ಸ್ ಸಾಲೂನ್ ಅವರು 42nd ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ ನ ಗ್ರ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಆಗಿ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಚಂದ್ರ ಅಲ್ಲಿ.
ಹಾಯ್ ಹಲೋ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ನಾನ್ ಸ್ಟೈಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಗುರು. ನಾನೇ ಮಯೂರ ರಾಘವೇಂದ್ರ. ವೆಲ್ಕಮ್ ಟು ಗೋಲ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್. For the first time today, I'm featuring the team from Malayalam industry. So I had opportunities to speak to people from Telugu, Tamil, and now for the first time I'm having the team ARM on Gold Class. Welcome, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tovino. Thank you, Krithi. Thank you, Harish sir, and thank you, Kabir sir.
Thank you.
Due to the shortage of time, I have to really wrap this interview, unfortunately. Otherwise, if I had got probably more time, I would have dealt with you guys for a longer run. I
You haven't even started. Come on,
So, welcome to Bengaluru, first of all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How are you guys familiar with Bangalore?
I mean, since I'm from Karnataka, I come to Bangalore almost definitely every year, like once in a year. So it doesn't feel new at all to me.
How about you?
I have friends in Bengaluru, and I remember coming to Bangalore and Mysore from my school. When I was in school, that used to be our school excursion in 9th standard, and from college also I remember this is a usual. I studied in Coimbatore, and from there also we came to Bangalore and Mysore. And after college also we used to visit my friends who one of my best friend studied here in Bangalore. So he did his MBA in Bangalore. So I used to come and stay with him. And after my college, most of my college mates, my roommates back then, they were working in Bangalore. So I had a lot of reasons to visit Bangalore all the time.
I think there was a period where going to Bangalore was
We had this direct bus. We had this direct bus from my hometown, Iringalakuda. There is a direct bus from Iringalakuda to Bangalore.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. This kannada travels.
Yeah. Both were KSRTC.
Yeah.
Whether Karnataka state
Yeah.
or Kerala state.
So I'm sure we all have that, when we think about Bangalore or when we hear Bangalore, we will have some kind of connection towards Bangalore. Yeah.
Last 2 weeks back, I was in Bangalore. A few weeks back, I was shooting for this movie named Identity. Okay. Here, I shot in. We stayed here, but when I shot in Hosur.
Oh. I was a model, so I have done many shows here in 2011, 12, I think 9 to 10 seasons of Bangalore Fashion Week, and then few films and few friends I have. So
the reason why I asked this question is for Bangaloreans, Malayalam industry is not new at all. Especially thanks to COVID, I say that one. Post-COVID, the amount of exposure we Kannadigas have towards Malayalam cinemas is magnanimously we watch all the films. That's why I said when someone asked me can you speak Malayalam, I said with subtitles. But yes, I'm in the journey to understand the language. But that's why most of the films when we watch, be it in the recent times Fahad's film Avesham or any film, the core essence of Bengaluru is in Romancham or in Avesham and all, we connect instantly to the film, and we feel like these two states, the Malayalam and the Kannada, we are Macha, we are brothers, come da.
at the end of the day, everybody wants to watch a good film.
Correct.
Whether it's a Tamil or a Tulu or a Malayalam, everybody wants to sleep before watching a good film. चल यार अच्छा हो गया, एक अच्छी सिनेमा देख लिया, and post COVID ना तो ये चीज़ बहुत निकल कर आई है कि पैन इंडिया फिल्म्स, मलयालम फिल्म्स लोग देख रहे हैं, तमिल फिल्म लोग देख रहे हैं. It's a good thing यार.
And I think there are hundreds of Malayalis here in Bangalore.
Yeah.
I cannot go and walk in Brigade Road. I can go and do that in Kerala, in some places in Kerala, and walk around. But in Brigade Road, I think there are more Malayalis than Kerala.
We have a commonality in the sense I passed out from Adishakthi SOP batch. Yeah. So when I was getting trained under Vinay sir and Nimi, so there were a lot of Bangaloreans. They were all Malayalis. So they're yeah, I'm from Bangalore. I'm yeah, even I'm from Bangalore.
Yeah, there are Bangalore Malayalis.
Bangalore Malayalis. So we had a great time, and now after coming back from Adishakthi, so the whole conversation or the kind of affection we have is on a different level.
Anyway, adding to that, now you don't need to watch with subtitles because the film is releasing in Kannada.
And I think we have done a decent job in dubbing into Kannada.
I think it's very evident on the
We
trailer
hope.
as well.
No. See, seeing the trailer, Kannada trailer, sometimes some voices we will not be able to, match it with that character. But this was very, very close. It was very generic.
Connected very well.
Also, the song. What did you think about this?
It's lovely. I mean, you can't see, usually, with all due respect, I'm not making any statement or any comment over here. When they dub, usually I feel like, okay, the amount of, the kind of, the lyrics and also the kind of work which goes in dubbing, it won't be 100%, I feel like, be it in any language. I'm not just specifically saying Kannada. But over here, when I watched the trailer and when I heard the song, I was like, wow, this doesn't look like this is a Malayali
We have
film.
tried our best because we don't have this command over this language. So we have hired people from here who knows Malayalam and Kannada, and we have done the same thing in all other industries. I mean, we are releasing it in Telugu, Hindi and all. So we have tried our best because we cannot judge also. We need to find the right person to do it.
So I'm sure you have spoken about this in many interviews. But predominantly, what is the main reason you dubbed into Kannada or any other languages? It's like, I mean, I heard the press meet and they were saying it's not like a pan-Indian film what we are trying to do.
A film becomes pan-Indian when people all over India watches it. Before that, it's just a multilingual film. And the reason why we dubbed it into different languages is people who are not comfortable with subtitles.
Yeah.
If people want to
Experience
it in their own language, the only thing we want is we want this movie to reach maximum number of people because we have made something, something special. Like
It's going to be a visual experience.
yeah, it's going to be a visual experience, and people who are comfortable with subtitles, fine. For people who are not comfortable with subtitles, I don't want them to get distracted by the. We never wanted people to get distracted by the subtitles.
I think even otherwise also when I was watching the trailer with subtitles, I enjoyed it. But instantly I moved to the Kannada trailer. Why? Because the language, see, with respect to, I think, this particular film, it's a periodic film. And I'm sure the kind of language you would have chosen in Malayalam, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, will be the pure Malayalam, the kind of the language I just
we didn't want it to be this pure Malayalam, so that's why we have placed this movie in northern Kerala. So we have a slang from the dialect, Kasaragod dialect Malayalam. So every district the dialect changes. So there is this funny thing that we say, if a person from Kasaragod and Trivandrum speaks in Malayalam, they'll need a translator. Because of the dialect change.
Yeah, I sometimes I don't follow, that Malayalam, because there is a mix, that fine mix. Sometimes I don't understand because I feel there is Kannada also.
Yeah. No, the same thing happened even I was directing my film, like Prithvi Ambar is the hero. He's a Malayali, Kasaragod, and Urushi ma'am, she's also Malayali. So they both are acting in a Kannada film. But while they're rehearsing in Malayalam. And they're like, instantly they got connected and they're improvising on their own. I was like finding it I was very curious to see like, okay, this is what they get onto the table. Anyway, Tovino, you have portrayed different kind of roles throughout your journey. I mean, 12 years, 50 cinema, wow. Really, you should appreciate that.
First few years, I did 1 movie, 2 movies per year. I think I did most number of movies from 2016 to 2019. I've done around 25 movies, including guest appearances, roles and all.
No, but still, I think on an average, you'll have 4 releases in a year. If you just...
It used to be like that, but now I'm taking more time. I mean, the industry has grown and we are taking more time to, make cinema. And I want to take it slow further because I want to spend time with my family and my friends and all. At the same time, I want to enjoy this process. This is something that I love. I don't want to look at it as a job or work. This is something I enjoy doing. So I shouldn't overdo it.
Yeah.
I should take it slow so that I can enjoy it forever. If I don't want to gaslight myself. After a while, there is this fatigue.
You reach.
Not even physical fatigue I'm talking about.
It's mental fatigue.
We are playing with our minds every day. I mean, we are trying to be in someone else's shoes, and we are trying to relate to someone else's emotion. So too much of that can mess up your
hamper
mind.
also.
Yeah.
But as an actor, how do you prep usually? Like, why I asked was, from a film like Minal Murali, if you take, like, of course, you're playing a superhero, and to ARM, it's going to be completely periodic. Or if you take a Devandi, it's going to be someone like who's very laid back. Or with Anvesham, if you take, like, you're playing a police cop. So if I look at your filmography completely, each character is at the spectrum. There is nothing like, probably an actor as a lead actor or a star, when they become, they'll have their kind of signature. I think most of them, unknowingly or knowingly, they fall into the category of like having their own signatures in each.
Try my best not to fall into any category, because see, if I keep on repeating myself, eventually I'll get bored.
Yeah.
When I'm getting bored, how can I expect people not to get bored? So at some point, this success is the biggest trap. So at some point I realized it and I jumped out of it. I didn't want to be in that trap. As I started off with very small roles, villain roles, comedian roles, supporting roles and lead roles, I had this unpredictability.
Wow.
Back in 2017-18 when we did Maya Nadi and all. But later on, at some point, this success, this trap, I fell in it and I had to jump out of it and get back that unpredictability. So that's when I played a villain character in Kala, which I produced.
Yes.
And I love playing different kinds of characters so that I can explore more into my potential. Even I don't know what my potential is.
I think
I'm experimenting with myself.
In a way, that must be good also. Like, I mean, as per the trend, what we see, if we are doing a pan-Indian film, I'm just considering so many stars, not to, specifically, I'm not mentioning any names over here, but when they do a magnanimous film, their graph from there becomes very difficult, is what we see with respect.
I don't want to keep doing big movies hereafter. I want to do small movies. I want to be part of very small movies, medium budget movies, big movies. It should be flexible. I mean, I should have that freedom to decide which movie I'm going to do. And I think my lineup also, I have big movies, small movies.
Films. Oh, yeah. Wow. So one going to washroom incident changed your life, huh?
Yeah, that sounds very weird.
What? Say that again. Oh, I missed that. What?
Let's not.
Let her clarify.
Okay, so
This is going to be the
tag.
wait.
No matter
Nail.
what you say after this, it's just this. So when I was like young, I used to do a lot of advertisements, but I never wanted to be an actor. Like, I never thought of becoming an actor who does films. I used to do advertisements. It was fun to learn about people. I was a very introverted person, so it helped me grow a lot and become a little more extroverted. But I wanted to do something else altogether with my life. But this was good because I was earning pocket money. I didn't have to ask my parents. And when I wanted to go to college, I didn't have to ask them for money or anything like that. So, but I never planned to be an actor. So, but for ads also, obviously, you have to give auditions. And one day I was near this studio that I used to give auditions at. And I was waiting for my dad to come pick me up or something. And I really wanted to use the washroom. And I didn't know any other place. And I was pretty young. So I knew the studio. So I went and I used the washroom. And there was this lady. She was auditioning people. And it was like some 8 in the evening. And she asked me, like, are you like into ads? Would you be open to doing it? And I was like, yeah, sure. I mean, I do ads. And she was like, you look exactly like what I'm looking for. And I said, yeah, sure. And she took one small introduction. And that ad happened in Hyderabad, where someone saw me and they gave my profile to a casting agent who pitched me for Uppena. So
Thumbnail fixed.
Wow. It's all connected.
So going to the washroom really changed my life.
I should try going to washroom much better.
No, actually.
Stay
We also go to
hydrated.
washroom. How many times we go? We don't get such opportunity.
No, after watching that interview, I was thinking, okay, whenever I go to the washroom, I'll be looking around people. One casting agent, please, dude.
You are an actor? I just use the washroom. I'm an actor too.
I'm so sorry, but
So where is this washroom?
Must be in Aram Nagar.
Yes. Yeah.
From tomorrow, fixed. That is how I
I've seen those streets. I've seen those streets.
So, I mean, that made me believe in destiny. Just imagine what are the odds. Like if I just held
the
in
way
my
it connected points and
just,
reached here.
if I just held in my urge to use the washroom, I wouldn't have been here. Just can you imagine? And I mean, even the way, even after doing my first film, actually, I saw how hard actors work. I saw, and okay, I mean, there are people who are like, oh, but they get paid for it. But then, I mean, I never expected there to be so much hard work behind making a film. Like, you know, earlier I can easily, I mean, honestly say that I would watch a film come out and easily criticize ke, oh, ye kya film hai? I mean, what have they made? But after I did my first film, I could never do that again. Because I know even a film that doesn't connect with everybody, still there has been hard work in that film. Hundreds of people have worked hard and genuinely tried to give a good film.
Nobody wants to make a bad movie.
Yeah, nobody. So I could never go back and do that. And the only reason I'm actually here today is because of the audience. I received so much of love in my first film. I had decided that after this film I'll go back into my life, continue whatever I wanted to do, study and all those things. And then when the film released, when I was received so well by the audience, the kind of love that made me want to come back and prove that I'm worthy of that love and give it back in some way.
And also, I think with respect to your first film, you had terrific actors.
Yeah.
I mean, with you, like be it with you are playing the daughter of
Vijay
Vijay Sethupathi. What more do you want? Like, I'm sure, like it's like a solid launch, I can say. Be it any language, irrespective of any language.
Definitely, and I mean, not just. I mean, it was such a pleasure to be working with or sharing screen space with Vijay sir, but the kind of role also, the way it was written, there was so much scope for the girl, and we hardly, I mean, these days it's changing, but we hardly see that much, like a climax between a female character and a father. It's not every day that those kinds of roles are written also. So, I mean, that I think really pushed me. I think it was very well written, the film.
I really appreciate the director to have the confidence on a debutant to write such script also.
And all the things were unbelievable. So he had seen more than 1,500 girls for that role.
For that role. Oh, wow.
So he had a very specific vision. And then when he met me...
So those 1,500 girls never used that particular
Washroom.
Good catch.
That's the secret.
That washroom.
You should buy that washroom.
Yeah.
Should go there and see that. This washroom changed my life.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So how was the shift for you with respect to your case from television to the films? Like, I think that,
Television, it was not my choice or anything, and I wasn't even in television for
longer time.
I wouldn't even, I was a cabin crew then. So I was flying for British Airways. I was flying between Chennai and London, and that's when the director said, between flights, why don't you, come? I was like, oh, okay. And then that's all. I didn't have a plan to pursue acting or get into movies or anything. So that's it. And movies, again, I used to call myself an accidental actor, but somewhere, somebody told me, why don't you look at it this way? You were meant to be here, or, the destiny had brought you here. And I think, yes, it is the destiny, because I am nowhere connected to films. I've never used to watch films. I was born and brought up in a village. I didn't have a television in my house till 2003. So 2005, I completed college. So till 2003, there was no television in the sense there was no cable. Those days it was cable connection, and there was no cable in village. There is no dish in in my village. So that is how I was brought up.
Where was it?
Near Valayar, a place called Navakkarai. You know Nehru College,
I know.
somewhere close to that. Okay.
Till 2003 is
Yeah. So
actually it's
and
very
my
late.
dad was against films. He never used to like films. I lost my dad in 2005. He passed away because of cardiac. And I'm not even in my wildest dreams, I'm thinking I will be in films. And I was a cabin crew for like almost 5.5 years. I was in Paramount for 3 years and 2.5 years with British Airways. One fine day, I met my first movie director. I didn't even know he was a director. He came to meet my brother. I just said hello and, I asked him to sit and I carried on with my work. So then this whole thing happened and my family, supported me, stood with me. They said, why don't you give it a try? And, I'm here. So I completely, it's amazing to experience where this universe is taking you, what all,
You get to experience.
He's acting in 4 different languages now. 4 different languages.
Yeah, correct.
And not even, he's regularly acting in
4 different languages.
See, when I say that, when I go to Coimbatore often, and the village which I spoke about, it's near Coimbatore, and even when I go there, I still I'm not able to. Sometimes I think, is it real? Because I always I used to borrow cycle from the neighbor's house, to learn cycle types.
Now I think you feel like it's very surreal, I guess.
It absolutely. So every day, it's like, I'm grateful, to the universe. Yeah.
Kabir sir, with respect to you, why always antagonist roles?
Yeah, well, I just finished a series where I'm playing a protagonist, a police officer. So this was it's for Netflix, Hindi series, which just finished. But I was very much open for the positive roles. But kya karun yaar? They always call me for negative shades and all. But before Turbo, I cut my beard and I got this Hindi series, and I'm getting good calls from Hindi now. And I spoke to many people in Malayalam that because Malayalam cinema it's very different, and they're very
people like him. When you does a positive lead, it's a relief for audience.
Absolutely.
He's going to win for sure. Look at him.
Exactly. So, see, when you say why antagonist role, I can also
that happens to you as well.
Yeah, relate to that question, because it's a big fight. Okay, to fall in that box is very easy. Before you would realize, realize you are in that box. Yeah. But to break out of that box, it's pretty difficult. And I think I'm breaking out of it. And I think ARM and the Sural series which released, and the films which I'm doing now. So there is a change happening. But the thing is, for a lot of people, the filmmakers or directors or producers, when they're talking about a script and casting, they say, okay, there is a cop role, okay, call Harish. Oh, okay, there is a villain role, okay, call Kabir.
Same thing
it's very easy for them, but it would be really nice, like how Tovino said. Yeah. Now, when people see Kabir in a different light, people are going to enjoy the show, because it's going to be a completely different side of him.
And I'm playing an officer in that. Actor is like a vessel. So उसको जिस सांचे में आप ढालोगे वो वैसे ही ढल जाएगा. अभी लोगों ने people I've done some like more than 60 films in beard, and they always okay call Kabir. I've said no to 15 or 16 films in Bollywood कि यार मुझे I don't want to do villain role right now, and because I wanted to make my base here. So from Jill was my debut. All thanks to Radha sir. UV Creations, they gave me a very big film, and I got huge name from that film, and 7 days I signed 11 films. So in the history of Telugu cinema, I got nomination in IFA, SIMA from my debut film only. So from there, wo villain thing got started, and Tamil mein Vedalam film opposite Ajit Kumar.
He got trapped.
Badly trapped. And though I was enjoying it, because somehow it was inside me that I wanted to play grey shade characters
Yeah.
till 2013.
But playing grey shade characters is so much fun.
Fun.
Yeah.
As long as you have the balance.
Correct.
Exactly.
I think that also that applies like being when you have played a protagonist and if someone offers you an antagonist, I'm sure most of the people, they won't be comfortable, right?
Playing the ideal hero is a boring thing after a point. You know, after a point it's boring. So I've played flawed heroes more. I haven't played perfect heroes. I mean, I haven't played that at all. I like these flaws, the imperfections in our characters. I think that's what makes it unique and enjoyable.
See, people also connect to those, to those very easily because we are all flawed in one way or the other. So it is easier for the audience to connect to it, is what I feel.
So good that you shifted from that and you're doing
I
series.
rated a lot, yeah. So
Congrats
whenever
on
I thank you, bhai. So whenever I take narrations, I said, how is this character is different? No, sir, you coming up from the chopper, you coming sitting in the car. How typically Telugu films show. So मैं कह कुछ different करते हैं, कुछ different. So from last 1 year, whatever films I'm taking now, from last 1.5 years, it's very all different characters. Like ARM is there. I'm doing another Malayalam film, Marco. It's another pan-India movie. So abhi jo bhi whatever I'm doing in Hindi, I've just finished series and I heard another series. So it's all different now. So ho gaya yaar abhi. It's been 9 years, 70 movies. So I want to I want satisfaction here.
Yeah.
So being an actor, so
more than money, more than fame, it's the satisfaction
correct.
that we get from
and
playing
once you
different
get
characters.
good, so it will come.
I think after one point, any actor or any technician, they'll reach to the stage like, yes, I need to work for myself. The initial struggle, I'm sure it's going to be a hardship for everyone until we reach to a point. So once it is then you will have solid clarity, like as in what you need to. Okay, quick, one rapid fire round with you guys. I don't have time, so I have to shoot. I'll start with Tovino. So one word about the following. Lalitan.
Lalitan, yeah, he's a born actor, everyone knows that. So his charm.
Mamuka.
I mean, I could relate to Mamuka a lot of times because I've heard this, I have heard Mamuka saying, I came into cinema just because of my desire to be in cinema, nothing else. He probably he also never knew that he can act, but he wanted so badly that, and he's very intelligent. The way he is selecting the roles. So for what happened?
You said you relate to it.
You thought he's related to it.
No. He's indirectly you're calling yourself intelligent.
Oh my! No.
I know.
I could relate to whatever he said because I came into cinema just out of my desire to act in movies. What did she say?
So he is very intelligent. So you said there is similarity.
That was a different context, and I don't. Okay.
Okay, sorry.
So, are you implying that I'm not intelligent?
But it's a smart way to put it. It's an intelligent way.
What I said, the particular thing which I could relate was his desire to be.
Yeah, got it.
And apart from that, he's intelligent. Okay.
Are you happy?
Are you happy now?
No, I love the way you're politically correct.
So apart from that, he's intelligent too. The way he chooses scripts nowadays. So for Lalitan, it's charm. For Mamuka, it's intelligence.
Nice. So one word about Mr. Ranga. That's Fahad.
Man, he's an amazing actor. He's a magician. I mean, the way he brings the characters
Life to the character.
Life to the character. It's so good. I mean, in my contemporary actors, I look up to him all the time. I enjoy his performance a lot.
Minal Murali or ARM?
You want me to choose between? I cannot. It's like you asking me, my son or my daughter. I cannot. I cannot choose one from that.
Kantara or KGF?
So this is not my. Brilliant. But how can we compare Kantara and
He can
KG.
say. I'm just like, it's not
He
like
just want to trick you.
No.
No, I mean-
I'm going to talk about both.
No, why?
Kantara and KGF both are case studies in two different ways.
I know.
And today I spoke to Prashant sir about this. This is a case study. Like before KGF, who would have thought a movie being distributed all over India? I noticed this movie's name first when I saw Farhan Akhtar presenting this movie. So I was curious to know, okay, Farhan Akhtar is presenting a Kannada movie. So what? Then I saw the trailer. Then I was impressed. That's how I watched it, and it became it became a sensation all over India. And about Kantara, when I saw the trailer itself, I knew that something brilliant is being made. I watched Kantara, I think twice. One in Malayalam and one in Kannada. So I do that. I want to watch the original version also. So both movies are very different in their genres. Everything is very different. The filmmaking style is also very different. So I don't want to compare. Generally, I am against comparing. And KGF, it's more of the swag, the filmmaking, the edit, the music, every aspect of it. And Kantara, I loved his performance in the climax sequence.
Then I think why I
Out
asked
of
was
the
like-
world performance.
No, the reason I asked you relate yourself as an actor more of a KGF guy or a Kantara guy.
See, as I told earlier, I
Yeah.
love to play
I know.
different kind of characters.
I got the answer. Krithi, ready? Quickly. Tulunadu or Bombay?
Dun, dun, dun.
Well, I'm not intelligent.
Smart.
Say something that we don't know.
I don't think I can choose because one is my ancestral home, one is the home that I was born and raised in. So can't pick.
I'm sure the next one also she won't be able to choose. Telugu or Malayalam?
Oh, definitely not. I mean, it's like you said, it's like two different films. It's absolutely two different industries, and I've had a wonderful time working in both of them, and I've received so much of love in Telugu. I'm hoping the same with Malayalam. But as for the working experience as an actor, it's the same. It's not like in a Malayalam film I will work lesser or harder, or same with Telugu. So to me, it's the same.
Dream roles you want to play?
I don't want to be in a box. You know. Okay. Yeah, it is a princess warrior. I've been wanting to see myself in that kind of a role for a long time because I feel like action is a very challenging thing to do. So I would like that. But again, I want to do all kinds of roles also.
Harish sir, Lokesh Kanagaraj or Jeetu Joseph?
See, Lokesh, I've already worked, and I'm definitely going to work with him again in Kaidi 2. I mean, whenever that is happening. And Jeetu sir, yes, I did speak to him, and I would love to work with him. See, I can't choose, because
Basically, my all questions, like if I have to choose.
Yeah.
Apart from making
Yeah.
controversies, what are the purpose for
Yeah.
this?
Absolutely, you want a trick.
No.
I
He's putting us in this position.
No, the main reason is like the first 30 minutes is going to be my way of interviewing. The next 10 minutes, it's going to be for the people. They come and saying like, sir, we want this, we want this, we want. I'm like, chalo yaar, aapke liye bhi kuch karna hai.
But honestly speaking, I don't enjoy these kind of questions. Even if it's asked to someone else,
Yeah.
I don't enjoy
I
it much.
mean, because now we know how it feels to be asked these questions, but then from an audience point of view, they always want to know
No, but
what you
see, I understand what
It's
you're
not
saying.
necessary that we have a definite answer for
Yeah,
everything.
Yeah.
That's
we
true.
can't choose.
Which
Okay.
is why we are
We
answering.
can't choose between see now he asked me Lokesh Kanagaraj or Jeetu. I love both of them.
Yeah.
Why would I want to choose only one person or one
Yeah,
director?
which is why, I mean, that's what we have to tell them.
Yeah. So
If
yeah,
you
I
ask
would-
me chicken or mutton itself, I'll be confused. Then imagine I'm dealing with these questions. How will I do that?
Okay, Unfortunately, I have to quickly wrap up because of the time shortage.
But please,
Sir, one last
couple of-
question.
No,
Yeah.
couple of rapid fire questions for him too.
I need to do one last question, Shreya. Really sorry about it. So, Darshan sir or Sudeep sir?
Sudeep sir. He is a darling.
Okay.
He's like my family.
Well-
Actually, maybe all the time spent here could have been spent there. He has like
He has different answers.
Definitely.
And
Yeah.
I've met him many times, and like the way he treated me in my first movie and the second movie back to back. So something, he has a place here.
Okay, one word last. How was the experience coming to this show? First of all, thank you so much.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much for having us here. Thank you.
Thank you. And yeah,
It was fun.
do watch the film.
Gold
Do watch
class.
the film.
Gold class.
Yeah.
Gold class.
Yeah.
That note, I'm going to end this conversation with the team ARM, and their movie is releasing on September 12th. Please do watch in theaters in your respective languages and all the
3D.
Yeah, in 3D, especially with the 3D. So thank you, Tovino. Thank you, Krithi. Thank you, Harish sir. Thank you, Kabir sir. Signing off. Namaskara, Guru.